The reason why you don't feel confident is not because you don't have the results yet. It's not because you haven't gotten a girl. It's not because you haven't made the money. It's not because you haven't seen the success that you want. It's not because you're not a star athlete or whatever you think you need to be. The reason why you don't feel confident is because you're waiting for the outside world to tell you that it's okay to feel good about yourself. You're waiting for permission. You're waiting for the external validation. You're waiting for a result to feel good about yourself. I want you to imagine that you're about to go eat and you want a chicken sandwich. And the first place you go is Popeyes. And you go in Popeyes, you eat a chicken sandwich, and you just don't feel good about the experience at all. But the chicken sandwich, you eat it and it was decent. Now imagine you go to Chick-fil-A right after, and it's a whole different experience. The people that's taking the orders are way nicer. You have a way better energy. You have a way better time. This is the difference between the energy exchanges that are being resonated. You feel a difference in the energy. One place has bad energy most of the time. The other place has good energy most of the time. So where are you going to go to? Who's going to have the most business? Who is going to see the most success? The place with the best energy. Now imagine if Chick-fil-A said, yo, we're not going to provide good service. We're not going to provide good food. If you call it good food, we're not going to provide none of that until we get the results first. Until y'all come here first and y'all are nice to us, that's the only way we're going to provide good service. Or y'all have to pay us first before we provide any service to y'all. Imagine that. Now let's put this in relation to this video. You are waiting for other people to give you the permission to feel good about yourself, to feel confident in yourself. You're waiting until you make money to feel like you're worth something. You're waiting until you lose weight to feel good about yourself. You're waiting until you build muscle to tell you you're good about yourself. You're waiting until you get the girl to think that you're worthy, when none of that is going to make you feel good about yourself if you don't already feel that. And I'm talking as somebody who has been through all of these stages, who thought money was going to make him feel good, but money did not make me feel better about myself. The girls did not make me feel better about myself. It didn't. And I came from somebody who was mute, poor, and broke. So to be able to do those things were big accomplishments, but at the end of the day, it didn't cover up my scars. It didn't cover up the void that was in my heart. The depression that I felt deep down, it only uncovered more of that. So I'm telling you, you have to give that feeling to yourself. You have to ingrain that feeling into your mind. You have to reprogram your mind to feel like that, to be that person. Because right now your mind is programmed to be unconfident. You're programmed to think you have to be this perfect being to do anything in life, or you think if you mess up, people aren't going to like you. People are going to leave you. People are going to leave you alone. Nobody wants to be your friend. Nobody wants to hang out with you. You can't go and approach that person because you're not good enough. You can't start that business because you're not good enough to start it, because nobody wants to hear your message. You can't go to the gym because everybody thinks that you're fat and you're not going to make it, and that you should leave the gym. These are all the thoughts that's going on in your brain. And it's not in reality, it's going on inside of you. You're projecting this onto the world because of your internal state. So confidence is a state of mind. It's not something that you perform. It's not this macho thing that you perform. It's not something that you get when you get a certain result. It's something that you already are, and then the results start to show up as you project that energy, as you become that person. And that's the whole basis of Spirituality is going beyond the limitations of your mind and growing spiritually, growing psychologically, growing mentally. Instead of staying in the confines of your comfort zone in fear, in anxiety, in worry, in stress, in low self-worth, why would you do that to yourself and your life and to the people around you? Because the people around you need you to be better. They need you to grow spiritually. They need you to grow psychologically. They need you to grow into the greatest man that you can be. They need you to grow into the richest man that you can be, whatever riches mean for you. They need you to be that. And you're keeping yourself from that, but also the people who need you from that. Because I imagine if I would have just accepted being mute and broke, how would I have helped people change their lives? Who would I have helped? All the people who have heard my message, or the people I've coached, or the people that I've talked to in passing or in real life, and I've helped them. How would I be able to do that if I would have stayed the same and been afraid of the challenge and the adversity of getting past who I used to be? What if I would have stayed mute my whole life? What if I would have just stayed broke my whole life, working at Target? What if I would have just stayed fat my whole life? What would I have to give the world? A whole lot of nothing. So there's value that you can give the world, but you have to uncover your value within yourself and realize you are already valuable the way you are right now, no matter what nobody thinks, no matter what nobody says. And that's where your confidence is going to come from. That's where you're going to cultivate that mind state of confidence. It's something that you cultivate. It's a mind state that you can tap into. And the more you tap into it and you practice this feeling in this mind state, and you keep your word to yourself, and you keep the right daily habits, and you stay on point with your goals, and you progressively take steps towards the goals that you set for yourself, before you know it, you are going to become confident. Before you know it, you're going to start doing all the things you really want to do, because confidence is really just certainty in yourself and in your self-worth, and knowing that you are going to do what you want to do, and you can do what you want to do, and you do what you want to do without the approval of others, because you're so sure of yourself. You trust yourself that much. You have faith. So the reason why you don't feel confident is because you're just programmed not to. And you can reprogram your mind and your whole system to be confident. And this is what I help men with. This is what I help clients with. It's Zen Hustler, no slave. I'm out.